Our reading is from the Matthew's Gospel, chapter 27, verses 57 to 61. When it was evening, there came a rich man from Arimathea named Joseph, who was also a disciple of Jesus. He went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. Then Pilate ordered it to be given to him. So Joseph took the body and wrapped it in a clean linen cloth and laid it in his own new tomb, which he had hewn in the rock. He then rolled a great stone to the door of the tomb and went away. Mary Magdalene and the other Mary were there, sitting opposite the tomb. For the Gospel of the Lord. Lent generates its own field of intensity, one that seems only to quicken and deepen as we move through Holy Week, with its wild mix of Palm Sunday celebration and joy, together with the darkness and grief of Good Friday. And now it is Saturday. In the luxury of our post-resurrection world, we know the answer to what lies beyond the veil of grief and uncertainty that has descended over Mary Magdalene and the other Mary. In the arrogance of our post-resurrection world, uncertainty itself seems to be the enemy, and the enemy must be conquered at all costs. Many demand answers to everything, immediate answers to inform their decision-making, to inform the course of action that they deem as appropriate to take. Waiting with uncertainty is difficult, but there are times when God asks us to wait. So wait we must. I invite you now to sit with Mary Magdalene and the other Mary opposite the tomb on this Saturday. Together we watch. We watch Joseph from Arimathea finish wrapping him. We watch the stone being rolled across the entrance, finishing any possibility of life. We watch the light finish with the sky, remembering the sound of the spear that pierced his side, finishing the work of the dissenters. It is finished, he had said. Now we ask the comfort of yesterday from the uncertainty of today. What do we do now? The night air is closing in. It is cold, lifeless. Do we have a cause to linger here beside this place of death? Is there a reason to keep vigil here where life has left, and yet we cannot go? We cannot bring ourselves to cleave ourselves from here. Still reeling from the rending, his presence torn from our presence, our dreams torn from our hopes. We wait. We watch. We keep vigil. We remind ourselves to breathe. Breath is life. Living water is life. Death is life. We look in the corners of our heart for courage. We wait in the impatience of our spirit for action. Where is our commitment? Our head spinning from the impossibility, but hoping for the improbable fruition of God's plan. And our heart beats. We hardly know what we keep vigil for. What do we do now? Why are we here? What is this day? Holy Saturday is not a day for answers. It is a threshold day. It is a day that lies between living and dying, between dying and rising. This is a day that resists easy certainty and calls us to hold our anguish and hope together in the same weary and fearful hand. It is a day suspended, a day of awkward waiting, of willing ourselves to stay the course when grief and doubt takes hold. It is a day of remembering, but if we have become overwhelmed, if we are living with fear or anxiety or worry about what lies ahead, if time is moving strangely, somehow frozen and fleeting all at once, if the resurrection seems less than certain, remember, it is Saturday, and Holy Saturday is a day of waiting, of trusting. It is a day that calls us to breathe and invites us to make a space within the weariness, the fear, and the ache of our souls. This day beckons us to turn toward one another and to remember. Sitting opposite the two, we remember. In the beginning, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and in him was life, and that life was the light of all humankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Today is Holy Saturday. All we need to know is this: we do not wait alone. Throughout this day, may you know the breath of God breathing in you. Amen.